Welcome, listeners. You are here with your host, Budget Pellet Drop, and you are joined again on a last-minute cast by Mr. Matt Quine.
Good evening, good afternoon.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are listening. Just as a kind of a prerequisite to this cast, we are recording this for a second time. The original cast was recorded a couple of days ago with Ollie Miles and Matt, and the technology that we're using failed us once again, so we're now doing a last minute cast. But hey ho, these things are here to try us and make me swear lots. But we're here, so it's all good. What have you been up to, Matt?
This week, not that much. The last couple of days, I've actually played quite a lot of guitar because it snowed here on the Isle of Man. And we deal with it worse in the UK in that as soon as there's one drop of snow, you get cars abandoned at the side of the road, and all of the road network just shuts down for a couple of days. So I've not been out. So I've picked up the Gretsch a few more times.
Awesome.
Been teaching myself to not just hold the Bigsby in my hand the entire time. I've also picked up my acoustic as well. That needed restringing, and I've got a gig where me and the other guitarist in our band are doing a 30-minute acoustic slot beforehand. So I picked that up for the first time properly in a while, and been running through some songs on that as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. So how you finding the Streamliner? Because it's been a couple of weeks now, hasn't it?
It has. I'm still in love with it. I still think it's fantastic. It's I don't know. The best way to describe it is it's totally different to anything else that I've got. It just gives you so much more warmth in a lot of ways. It's certainly my favourite clean tone out of any of the guitars I've got.
I could imagine.
It's just perfect for that. And even when you push it with a bit of drive, you can still get some really, really cool sound. It's really anything else. The pickups are a little bit darker than your standard Gretsch ones because they're full-size humbuckers, but they're Filtertron style. So there's a little bit more to them. So they're not the same size as a standard Filtertron, which makes them, like I said, they're a little bit darker.
Yeah, the usual Filtertrons are a bit of an odd size. They're usually quite jangly sounding as well, aren't they? The Filtertrons. Yeah,
and I think whatever it is that they've had to add to make it a full size humbucker style has made them just that little bit darker. But I still think it's a pretty cool sound anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure I've tried some Filtertron inspired humbuckers before, and yeah, they're good stuff. It's not a pickup that I've managed to use too much in my playing before. But the Bigsby, I'm full on with you on that one. I've been given a guitar on loan that has a Bigsby, and it's the first Bigsby that I've had a prolonged experience to. And yeah, like you say, it's difficult not to use a Bigsby when you got one.
Yeah,
I mean it's a completely different monster from any other trem really. Because previously I've had Strat trems, which if you even look at them, they go out of tune. So I tend to leave them alone, well alone. But I've had a Floyd Rose style systems as well, and they kind of encourage you to be silly, because they've got so much travel in the tremolo system. You've got almost infinite drop on it. You can push the tremolo to a point where the strings no longer vibrate an audible sound. So the Bigsby's it's a really strange monster. In the fact that you can't help but be more subtle with it, because it's only got it's somewhere in the region of about probably 2.5 to 3 tones down, and then probably like 1 at a push up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does it encourages you to play in a completely different way to any other tremolo system. And I found myself trying to emulate slide players using it. But no,
you see, I like most of the time I'm using the Bigsby, I'm not even given a full travel. I'm literally, because it's got the soft touch spring in it, I literally sometimes just got my little finger pressing on it just to give that extra bit of vibrato.
Yeah, a little bit
or give a bit of warble to a chord that you obviously, if you're playing a bar chord, you can't really give much vibrato with your left hand.
Just shake the guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes it a lot easier. Because of it, I've been inspired to kind of do a little mini series on Bigsby basics, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But fingers crossed, with this snow happening, I might find myself a chance pretty soon. I know, yes. Yeah. Just for any, like, to kind of date this podcast for any of those who don't know, outside of my window that I can see at the moment, it's still snowing, and there's probably about a good 4 or 5 inches of snow. So yeah, it's cold here. It's definitely Christmas spirit now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We had the heavy snow Thursday night into Friday morning.
Yeah.
And then again all day yesterday, so all day Saturday as well. We had snow, so there's about 8 inches at the front of my house.
I got quite lucky actually, because yesterday I actually went to go see the Darkness in concert. And it snowed in the morning, but it had subsided by kind of midway through the day, so they were still playing. So it was brilliant. Yeah, I did one of those meet and greet things, which I'd only ever heard of before. My brother quite graciously bought us a pair of tickets and took me along.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I'd heard some horror stories about these meet and greets where a certain pop star from Barbados, with her meet and greets, you get to stand next to a cardboard cutout of her and have a photo taken with that. But this was wonderful. I actually got to see the real Darkness in person.
Nice.
Yeah. Seemed like nice chaps as well.
What's Justin Hawkins like? Yeah, nice chaps. Good.
They're all really tall, which somewhat intimidating. But yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was really good stuff. So a little shout out if any of you were thinking if it's value for money with those experiences for the Darkness, definitely.
Good to know. Indeed. Good to know.
Yeah, and they put on a wicked show as well. Of course, being this close to Christmas, they put on.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They played that very famous song. The
Christmas one.
Indeed. Don't let the bells end. So yeah, it was amazing experience. What have I been up to this week though, aside from rubbing shoulders with the famous, having to pay for the experience? Yeah. What have I done? What did I say the other night when we recorded? I did something with pedals, didn't I? I've been putting them together. It's starting to look a lot more like real products now. I mean, they've still all got very ridiculous graphics on, but wouldn't have it any other way, would we?
No, not at all.
But yeah, I need to buy some more paint now, because that stuff goes pretty quickly when you have to refinish the same one about 4 times.
I was going to say, it doesn't go quickly. It's just when you refinish one housing 4 or 5 times,
yeah,
then you start to run out.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. Also, I've come up against a little bit of a problem in terms of with the pedals that I've made before. I've soldered everything to everything. before putting it in the enclosure, and it's hard cramming all that wire in when you don't need it all. So I think I'm gonna have to take a different tact with the next couple and put some of the bigger components into the enclosure before I start soldering. But it's all a learning curve, eh?
I was going to say, you know for next time, and you can build from there.
Indeed. Yeah, it's going to be a while before I'm the next Brian Wampler. But hey, such is the way of learning. It does really look great on the outside. Just getting really distracted by that. It's just like flurries of whiteness. Brilliant.
Just give it an hour until the cars have driven through it and it's all brown and
yeah, it's all
at the side of the road.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look so Christmassy then.
Yeah, it's not quite the Christmas spirit, is it? It's horrible. I might have the day off work tomorrow, actually, if work's closed. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But we actually have got a topic this week rather than just chatting crap about Christmas and this lovely surrounding. We're going to be talking about amps this week, aren't we, Matt? For the second time this week.
We are.
So hopefully we should be pretty good at this by now. So do you want to let us into your first amps and like your first gigging amp experiences? Because I think we touched on it last week, didn't we?
Yeah, so we touched on the fact that I had a starter pack as it was where my first amp came from. So my first gigging amp was the Vox VT50. So this is like the really, I think it was the first series. So it was like early 2000s modeling amp. The most confusing controls in the world because you set volumes of the channels via the top panel, but that would only get you so far. And then there was an attenuator on the back where you actually got your volume from.
Oh, nice.
So basically, you just had to set the volume on full on the top panel and then use the attenuator to actually get any volume out of it. It was supposed to simulate the fact that you'd have a preamp volume on a tube amp, I'm guessing, but it really didn't simulate that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So that was my first amp. I basically used that for the first couple of years that I was gigging. I used it on an AC30 dirt setting. I forget what they call it, but it was AC30 something, and it was like a fairly overdriven one.
Cool.
And that was basically my sound. And then it had a rotary for I think 8 or 10 different effects that you could put on, but you could only have one on at any one time. So you could choose between reverb, delay, auto wah, phaser, flanger, chorus, and a couple of others. And they all had like one single control. So you selected that with one rotary, and the other rotary selected a parameter and just one parameter.
Oh, nice.
So, so you can imagine how nice they sounded.
Yeah, I'm almost cringing thinking about the selection there, because you can hear the effects, like thinking back to that time. Because I had a couple of amps that did that. I mean, they all did it at the time, didn't they? They all had like a rotary selector, which gave you the choice of certain effects.
Yes.
My lovely first ever kind of real amp was a Line 6 Spider 2. It was the 30 watt version, and that gave me 2 effects, so one better than the Vox. But it'd give you like, I think it was chorus flange was one of them. So like not subtle in the slightest. Very, very not subtle. There was phaser, which again it wasn't set to a subtle phase. It was
jet phase.
It was a bit a bit heavy. And then I think tremolo. which it worked with the tap tempo, but the tap tempo was it was a button on the front face of the amp. So if you wanted to tap tempo, you literally had to press it into the amp, and that didn't work very well. And the tremolo wasn't very subtle either. It was, I think, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green
Day.
No. It was that, and the more you turned it up, the more no. It was horrible. But the second one was pretty much entirely delays, like tape echo, sweep echo, some other echo. So it's a wonder why I actually like delay these days, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but surely that would have put you off for life.
Yeah, I mean, it put me off for a good while. I mean, it put me off effects for a good while, to be honest.
Yeah.
But hey ho, we live and learn. So the swinging back to those Vox VT40s, those I'm thinking back, were they the ones with the giant metal, like it was like an aluminium grill on the front, or like a stainless steel or something?
Yeah. So basically, what Vox had done is they thought, right, the AC series is our massive selling one, so we'll make an amp that looks like that, but we'll screw a metal plate to the front instead of putting
the tasteful
cloth over the speaker.
Tasteful, like kind of grill cloth. Yeah, the kind of checker. It's like a weird one, isn't it? But it's
Yeah, that's obviously
that's where
that's obviously not what they wanted to do.
No, we'll step away from taste and kind of reserved, understated, classic. We'll just put a giant metal grill on the front. To be honest,
big chrome shiny grill.
I thought that looked pretty cool in comparison to like the alternatives of the day, because like I say, you had the Line 6 Spider series, which I mean, I defend to this day that they weren't bad. The people take them out of context, because I mean, back then it was, you had the Marshall MG series, which were actually terrible, or the Line 6 was a bit more versatile and the drive sounded a bit nicer. I say a bit. I'm not trying to say that they sounded good, but they sounded a bit nicer. And I think if you pushed a little bit more cash, you had the Voxes, and I think there was some Laneys as well, which were kind of towards that. There was like a valve emulating kind of drive circuits, which again didn't sound great. But that's what was around at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I got mine second hand. Somebody had decided that they wanted a valve amp rather than that, and I had the cash to sort of get an amp. I needed to get an amp fairly quickly, because obviously you can't gig with a 10-watt 8-inch speaker, solid state.
It's very difficult.
Practice amp.
I mean, even if you turn up and they'd mic it up, so it's you can't do it.
And you wouldn't want to.
Yeah, your credibility would take a big beating there, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, definitely. So,
I mean, that's part of the reason.
So I needed an amp.
Yeah, because the Line 6 was actually my second amp. The first one came with my Affinity starter pack. It was a Fender Frontman. 15. I think it definitely had the reverb, because the reverb was actually very, very good. It was a spring reverb. Because whenever you move the amp...
An actual spring?
Actual spring.
Right.
Yeah, you move the amp and it makes a horrible, like, sound.
That awesome ding sound.
Yeah.
I like that sound.
It drove me mental. But yeah, it had a spring reverb in it, which was brilliant. And the clean channel was amazing. But
well, it's a Fender, isn't it? That's what they're designed for.
Yeah. Well, I say amazing. Let's put it in context again. Amazing for that price range and for the kind of solid state and modelling era.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be selling any of my amps to buy a frontman anytime soon. They weren't that good.
No.
But yeah, I mean, generally speaking,
no,
it weren't terrible. I knew some guys who had some pretty awful ones. In fact, Ollie, our good friend Ollie, mentioned his first amp, which was it's one that I had experience with through my guitar teaching. It was called the BB Blaster. It's a little 10-inch speaker, but it had three knobs, and a push button, and the three controls were something like beef, tweak, and enjoy. And there was no clue as to what either like any of those terms meant.
Yeah,
but essentially it was.
It just sounds hideous.
Yeah, it was gain, tone, and volume. But then there was like a drive setting, like a drive button, and I can't remember what they called that. But it was something equally stupid. So I mean, I urge you, like any of you, to Google it. It does exist, and it's horrible. Maybe even check on YouTube, see if there's anyone who's reviewed it. Because I
actually did Google it after our last cast,
and
they've upgraded it, and they've taken away all the stupid names, and they've now got volume and bass, middle, and treble, and a drive button.
Oh wow!
So they've upgraded it.
I mean, it's less of an upgrade, more of a making up for the errors of the past.
They've made it slightly usable.
Yep, that's it. Because I could have just imagined like an era of like starter guitarists looking on a real amp and go, "Where's the beef setting? Where's my tweak? Where's my tweak?" So yeah, I mean, it drove me to despair that amp did. Fortunately, those days are behind us. Modern amps are slightly better, aren't they?
Just a tad. Just a tad.
So, speaking of modern amps, what are we gigging with now, Matt? What have we got?
My current setup is what is my current setup? It's a Vox AC15 C2, which is an AC15 basically in a AC30 chassis with two Celestion greenbacks. Okay, cool. Because you can get the you can get the Voxes with greenbacks or blues, can't you, as well? I actually tried when I bought it. I tried one with a single 12 Alnico blues in it. It was a little bit not quite the sound I was looking for. At the time, I was looking for something that's going to have a really nice, clean platform, but do that drive the way the greenback does. I think it's just the fact that I think that speaker is a speaker for me, really. Yeah.
I don't know if I've spoke about this on the podcast before, but I've definitely spoken in our group about this. That I'm not the biggest fan of the greenback speaker, but I understand it. I understand why people like it and why it's gained popularity over the years. And I had a little bit of a revelation with the greenback not so long ago, because I own a Jet City JCA20 head, and that usually gets paired up with an Eminence speaker. I don't know what speaker, but it's an Eminence. Pardon me, I've eaten too much Christmas chocolate. So yeah, it usually gets paired up with an Eminence speaker, which is a slightly more open sounding. It's slightly brighter. And I spent probably about a year of my life thinking this Jet City just didn't sound very good. Because the Eminence speaker is just too toppy and it made everything sound a bit fizzy and a bit shrill. The moment I put the Jet City with the greenback, because I've got a Vox Night Train cab as well, which has got a greenback in it.
Yeah.
The moment I paired those two up, it just made sense because it tames the top end. And gives it kind of a little bit of a mid push, which that amp really needs. And it's a great pedal platform because of that. And with drive as well, it just gives that sweet sound that you need for drive. So yeah. I completely understand.
Yeah, I think that's why it works so well with the Vox as well, because the Vox obviously doesn't really have much mid as standard, so it just gives an extra bit of fullness to the sound that would be lacking or certainly I found was lacking through the blues, whatever the Alnico blues or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
So, and I went for the 212 just because obviously 212s are better than one.
Yeah, well, if one's good, two's better, surely. It's like 24, that is, isn't it?
Exactly.
24 entire inches of oral pleasure.
Yeah. So that's what I'm on at the moment. I only use the top boost channel. The normal channel for me just sounds a bit flat and a bit not quite what I like. Whereas I find that if you boost, so the top boost has got a bass and treble control. Obviously, no mid control because it's a Vox.
Yeah. Why would you need a mid control? Ugh.
Exactly. And I just find that if you boost the bass a little bit more than you boost the treble, it just gives a really nice sort of broken sound. Even my clean sound has got a little bit of breakup on it. So I just find the volume that I need and tweak to sort of so that I'm on a fairly clean sound with just that little bit of edge to it.
But don't you wish you had a tweak control for that?
Go on. Let's see if I can make a tweak control for my
tweak. Yeah, I just need a little bit more tweak. Maybe back off the beef a little bit. Just hit that tweak. Bloody hell, that amp is still haunting me to this day.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, what am I playing these days? I mean, I don't do a great deal of gigs, to be honest. Being a very busy man. But I've got I was going to say a Vox then. I don't have a Vox at all. I've got a Blackstar HT40, which is my main kind of go-to, which I bought for versatility. Because the drive channel does everything from kind of classic crunch to full-on metal. Which I don't need, but hey ho, it's nice to have it there. So yeah, I bought this. I bought this amp. I actually did a little shootout between, I think, 2 or 3 different amps when I went to buy it. One of which was the Line 6 DT25, because I really wanted to like that. Because again, the versatility. But every tone I dialed into it, just was lacking a little something. And when I plugged into the Blackstar, it just had whatever that amp was missing. And I've found it recently that I dodged a bullet with that as well. Because our good friend, the Guitar Geek, had a DT, I think he had a DT50 actually, and received so many problems with it. But we'll get him on to have a chat about that. Because it's quite an entertaining story. Not for him, he lost loads of money on it, but it's a good one. So we'll have him on at some point to talk about that. So yeah, the HT40, bought it for the drive channel. I now use it for the clean channel because I've migrated to using pedals, and I use the TC Mojo as my pretty much staple drive sound. Either that or the Dark Matter, because they're both absolutely kick-ass. And the clean channel with the voice switch out, I think. It's like a slightly Fendery sounding clean. It sounds amazing, and it's brilliant. It's heavy as fuck though.
Yeah,
Absolutely, like hefty amp. But
yeah,
it's the price you pay for tone, that isn't it?
Exactly. That's the one thing that makes me slightly regret going for the 212 over the 112 is the fact that it weighs approximately the same as a dead human.
Oh, nice. I'm not going to ask you how you know
that. No comment.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I have got a little section here about the Kemper. Obviously, neither me or you have got a Kemper, and Ollie does have a Kemper.
He does,
and he said that they were good. So
he does.
I'll try and remember what he actually said about it. So yeah, Ollie, what did you say? Oh, Ollie.
He basically, the bits that I can remember were that he likes the Kemper because he likes lots of different amp tones, and obviously the Kemper gives you maybe not 100% of the way there for every single amp, but it'll get you sort of 98% of the way there. Yeah. And then you can use it really easy to record in the studio, and really easy to use live, and you can do it at sort of bedroom or at stadium volumes. You can do it at sort of any volume you like.
Yeah, I remember when we had Gav on. It seems so long ago now. Our good friend from New Zealand who just so happens to be or have been in that kind of industry where he's been around gigs and like very, very big and prestigious gigs.
Yeah,
I would, before we go on to what he said, I'd urge you to go back and listen to the Gav casts, because he's a very knowledgeable man and his accent's wicked. So, but mainly in the knowledge. So yeah, he mentioned the Kemper as being a a solution these days for a lot of the problems that touring musicians found. It's not necessarily that the sound is better or equal to the valve amps that they're replacing, but that they are close enough that no one will, like, your audience won't be able to tell the difference, and they feel good enough that it will be okay for a guitarist to play. Because like early modelling stuff weren't necessarily that the sound was bad, although sometimes that may be the case, but it was that the feel weren't there.
Yeah, there was no dynamics in them at all. They were just...
Yeah, I mean, it could be down to like latency as well, like even like milliseconds of latency. You can feel it as a guitarist.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The Kemper seems to, like, as much as I've been somebody that's given quite a bit of hate to the Kemper, but that's just because my experience with it is it's so fiddly to use. You've got to spend hours with it to try and get the sound that you want. Once you've spent those hours with it, you've got the sound that you want, and you never have to worry about it again. But it's just, for me, I could never get the sound that I was looking for, even once you've got that clone of whatever amp you're looking for.
Yeah,
there's 300 buttons to tweak, and I just it's too confusing for me. I'd far rather plug into a valve amp that, you know, you've got master volume, preamp volume, tone, and 2 or 3 band EQ, and that's about it. And the other thing for me is the Kemper is aimed at not me, because I want to turn up to a gig and not have to plug my amp into the PA and then try and sort out either foldback or in-ear monitoring or any of that sort of malarkey. Whereas,
yeah, I mean, there are solutions. Like, you can have powered Kempers that can go straight into like flat response speaker systems, and you could even have them going into cabs if you wanted to, and if you wanted to like avoid the speaker emulation, the impulse responses for those.
Yeah,
I mean there are people using them like that, and I haven't. I mean, I'll put my hands up. No, I haven't had enough experience to comment one way or the other on them. But there's no arguing that with touring bands, especially, they are becoming more and more ubiquitous. They are definitely the flavour of today. Much like repeat chicken was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I can't argue against sort of anybody using the Kemper, because they are the solution to a lot of problems that people are having touring wise, and they'll also give you the option to, if you want to go from a song where you've got a high gain Marshall sound straight into a song where you've got a really clean Fender sound.
Yeah.
You can just do that with the click of a button, or just the push of one button on the amp, and you can then, you've also got the option to have another 30 or 40 different amp sounds, a different amp for every single song in your set list if you really want to.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of thinking about that though, I think for myself personally, I'd get option paralysis. If I've not got like 3 sounds, like a clean drive and then really drive, I think I'd just end up losing myself in the amount of cleans that I could choose, the amount of drives that I could choose, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'd be the same. That's like I say, they're not aimed at me. I don't have the patience for something with that much tweakability.
Unfortunately, I think I've got too much patience, and I think I would. I think it's a bit like Skyrim, in the fact that if you give it your time, it will gladly take it. And I think I'd be like that. I'd mean only to do 1 or 2 little things with it, and then end up 3 days later not having slept, but having.
So what you're saying is during your youth you spent far too much time rimming.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that. Yeah, Skyrim did steal some of my life, and it's not as dirty as it sounds, Mr. Quine. Although it's probably quite close. Ooh, I got a little update on my computer saying virus protection has been updated. No, it's out of date. Oh well, can't get viruses on computers, can you? Surely not.
No. It's only on Macs, isn't it?
Oh dear, I miss my Mac days. So
yeah, I'm not surprised.
I think we've gone a little bit into the future of it, of where amps are going, because you're seeing a lot of I mean, we've mentioned the Kemper, but like out recently was the what was it called, the Head Rush. And you've
Akai Head Rush thing. No, it's not Akai, is it?
No, it's I think they've called the company Head Rush.
Have they?
But it's based on the Avid system stuff, isn't it? From the 11 rack.
Yeah.
But it's somehow tied in with Akai as well, I think. I don't know.
I think it's previous people that used to work for Akai.
Okay.
And that's why they've been able to use that name.
Either way, we're not too fussed with details like that. Not on this cast. It doesn't matter.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, that's come out. You've got the Line 6 Helix making waves as well.
Yeah.
There's the Kemper and there's the Axe Effects as well. So there's a lot of very high-end modelling stuff. Recently as well, as we mentioned on the cast a good maybe 4 weeks ago, Moore are sticking their oar in to the they're throwing down the gauntlet to them and doing the GE20, which seems like a slightly stripped back version, but still amp modelling and stuff like this. supposedly coming in at about two to 300 quid as well, which not bad at all.
Not bad at all, considering the others are pushing £1,000.
However, they've not made this one look like a red truck, have they? So I don't know if we can get behind that one.
Unfortunately, no.
But yeah, you might be getting one of those into your local music stop in about 5 years' time.
Possibly, if I'm lucky.
Yeah. So we eagerly await that breaking news.
Yeah, I'll happily if the cast is still going in 5 years, I'll give you an update.
Oh, it definitely will be. I'm a tenacious man. Tenacious.
Good to hear.
Indeed, it's definitely a quality. So we've got. In your opinions, what's the best amp for your uses, coming in at under £300?
This is one that I struggled with the other night.
It was. You've had some time to think about it, though. So
I still don't think there's anything Valve on the market that would work for me. I think I need clean sounds, because I play in a covers band, and we've got stuff that you need. Even if my cleans are a little bit hairy, they're still relatively clean. I don't think there's anything that's going to get. I don't think there's anything that's going to get enough volume. So I think I'd probably have to go digital, and I don't think there's anything better at the moment than a Kemper. Not a Kemper, Katana, Boss Katana.
You were hoping for a Kemper for £300. If you know a source, I'll take two. But yeah, I think as reluctant as I am in this, yes, the Katana is probably a good shout. Orange Crush as well. I think those have got some pretty decent acclaim.
Great reviews.
I think our Mick uses an Orange Crush.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's another good option. Like I say, I think the Kemper, personally, the Katana, Jesus Christ.
Brilliant.
Because we were talking about it before. Because I think the Katana just has in it, and if you are on a budget and you don't have the amount of pedals that I've got, then you might be able to get a clean and dry sound, and then spend your pedal money on different effects rather than having five different drive sounds on your pedal board like I do.
5 different drives, my God. I bet none of them are a Mojo, are they?
None of them are a Mojo, no.
We need to sort that out. We need to sort it out.
Right.
Yeah. So
eBay now, shall I?
That's it. I mean, if you look around, you can get them for a really decent price. The amps that were released around the same time as the Katana were the Mustang GT and the Mode 4. Are we not recommending those?
What's the Mode 4?
Oh, sorry, not the Mode 4. Is it the Marshall Code?
Personally, I didn't like the Marshall Code at all. From the reviews I've heard, I will admit I've not heard one in person. No, I've heard about 40 different people try them on the internet, and most of them didn't particularly like them. And even the ones that did like them, I didn't like the sounds that they were liking.
No, they sound a little bit like wet ass, don't they?
Yeah, I think Marshall are a company that need to stop dicking around and go back to making decent amps like they did in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Stop faffing about now. Come on, Marshall. Get your head in the game. Yeah. I mean...
as for the Mustang GT, again, I think you can get good sounds out of it, but the people that sort of I know that have played them say that the only way to get good sounds out of it is to plug it into your computer and mess around with the settings in there before you then tweak it with the knobs on the amp.
Ooh,
and that's far too much faffing around. Far too much faffing around for me.
I've been told actually that the Mustang benefits from a speaker change, but buying the Mustang as well as a speaker probably tips you over that £300 mark. The guy, I think his name's Shane from In the Blues on YouTube. He's an avid Fender Mustang supporter, and he bought one of these GT, the Mustang GT, and he sent it back within a week. So I dare say that's telling of the quality of these. I mean, I've not tried either. But from what I've heard, the Katana, as much as it pains me to admit, the Katana wipes the floor with them. I think honourable mention goes to the Blackstar HT5.
That was Ollie's choice, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, he left me with nothing to choose, but now he's not here, so I win, Mr. Miles. The HT5 is, if you're using drive, it's loud enough to do a gig with. If you're using clean and you can mic it, it's loud enough. If you're expecting it to be a clean pedal platform and compete with a drummer, you are hoping. I mean, they are decent sounding amps, and they're great for the money. Great home practice tools and at a push gigging tools, but the cleans are not quite as loud as the drive channel. So, I mean, it's what's to be expected. Right, so we've got the next tier up is under 800. So what would be your choice under that, Matt?
Well, my choice was and is the Box AC15. They're still coming in at under 800, even the C2, which is the one I've got. I personally tried that. I tried Fender Blues Junior, which I really wasn't impressed by. I tried I can't remember what the Line 6 thing was, but it was a Valve Line 6 amp. I think it was 30 watt rather than 15, but whatever that was, I didn't particularly like the sound of that. And that's going back 4 or 5 years. Since then, I think I'd probably like to AB the Laney Cub with my Vox.
Oh, yes.
Because having played that now, I really like the sound of that. But I was a couple of 100 miles away from my Vox, so I didn't have a chance to sort of like play them both at the same time or very similar times, just to get a feel of, which one I preferred.
Yeah, I think the Laney Cub, as far as I'm aware, didn't that come in under 300? You can get the 12 Laney Cub 12 for under 300. Because I think that's what I ended up suggesting.
You couldn't at the time that I was trying it, but that's going back 2 years now.
Yeah.
So they may well have come down in price. And if they are under 300, then scrap the buddy Katana and get one of them.
Yes. Take that, boss.
But yeah, the other there's is it the Lionheart series that Laney have as well?
Yes,
it's also pretty good.
I mean, I've not tried them, but they do excite me. I do want to try one. They look the business, don't they? Like the blue and cream piping around it as well. It looks the biz.
It does.
I'd very much like to get into some Laney amps actually. And I think the Lionheart is definitely a strong contender. I mean, the Blackstar that I got was about 600 quid, so that's an option. I think the 60 as well, because I bought the HT40. I think the 60 is not much more than that.
Yeah, I think if you're wanting something where you've got 3 channels, I think the 60 is probably the best option, the HT60.
Yeah, I think it has more options on the clean channel as well, because the clean channel on mine is just, I think it's gain and it might be volume and tone. So it's got basically a 1-band sweepable EQ.
Yeah, I think it's got a 3-band EQ on the 60.
Yeah,
because the band that I joined that then kicked me out, the other guitarist was using the HT60, and I'm pretty sure he had a 3-band EQ on his cleans.
Did he? Oh, yeah. I don't mean to laugh. But it was. It took me by surprise, that comment.
That's all right.
Yeah, damn them. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to any of their shows. I mean, I weren't before, but definitely not now. So yeah, I think the Black Star stuff's great, and you get bang for your buck as well. But I think you within that price, under 800, you can get a Fender Blues Deluxe, I think, and they are tasty machines. They are.
See, I don't like Fender amps. I know it sounds odd, but I don't like Fender amps. I've not heard any that excite me. The other guitarist in my band has just chopped in his AC30 for Hot Rod Deluxe.
Oh, I see.
And I don't like the sound of it. It doesn't do it for me. Certainly the Blues Junior was just, I didn't like that at all.
The Blues Junior.
The Supersonic was all right.
The Blues Junior is shrill. It's really, really shrill.
Yeah. I didn't like it. The Supersonic 22 was all right, but again, just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is about Fender amps. I don't like them.
And if they don't get you, they don't get you, do they? I mean, there's a few that I've tried that are a bit too brittle. And I think the Blues Junior definitely exemplifies that, because it's all top end and not a great deal else. But my friend bought a Blues Deluxe in tweed as well. Oh, it looked good. But it sounded great as well. It sounded absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. So yeah, I'd look into that, although I'd probably end up still having the Black Star or the Laney. Yeah.
I just want to give an honourable mention to PV Classic 30, just because they are cracking amps. Absolutely cracking amps.
Yeah, definitely. How much is the 50 as well? Because I think they're reasonably priced, aren't they?
They're not too much. I think the 50 might just come under it, if you need to clean the headroom.
Yeah, it's 212 as well, if 50.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you don't need the clean headroom, or if you're happy with a 112, the PV Classic 30, I've used one of those a couple of times when my AC15 was being revalved, and
I've been told that
I really like it.
They're relatively Fender voiced, but the drive channel on them's good, whereas you don't usually find that with Fender.
Yeah, they're really ballsy. The drive sound is just in your face, but in a good way. It's I use the drive channel more than I did the clean.
Can't
I actually
can't beat balls in your face, can you?
I actually stopped using my normal in the gigs that I was using the Classic 30, and I was using the drive channel from the Classic 30 instead.
Nice.
I just thought it sounded fantastic.
Good stuff. Surprisingly, we're pretty close to the end of the show now. I thought, considering we've chopped out the whole segment which Ollie was supposed to talk through, I thought we'd be well short, but we're not. So yeah, go us. We've managed to pontificate. We've managed to beat around the houses and just completely chat shit for for a fair amount of time. We have got one question though, and this is to answer Ollie's request. He's asked for a Strat set, so single coils under 150, under 200 if needs be. But I have tied my own hands on this one, and I'm not allowing myself to say what I think, because it will end up me just advertising Fletcher pickups quite a lot. So without saying Fletcher pickups and saying that Ollie should buy a set of Fletcher pickups for his Strat Fletcher pickups, Matt, what are you choosing for a Strat single coil set under 150, maybe under 200 Fletcher pickups? So what are you suggesting for him? Fletcher pickups?
I'm really not sure, because as I've mentioned a fair few times in the past, I am not the biggest fan of single coils.
And why is this, Matt? Why is this? Because we got to the root of the cause. Why I'm not a fan of. We got down to the root of the cause.
We may have got to the root of the cause the other day on whilst having a conversation about what are they called, the Tex-Mex?
The Tex-Mex, yeah, the Fender Tex-Mex set.
So when I was using the Tex-Mex pickups, I was running. I was still running the Vox VT, and I was running maybe one or two pedals at this point. I can't remember, but probably no more than two pedals. But everything was set up for an Epiphone SG with humbuckers, but it was set up in a way that those humbuckers would cut through the mix, because the other guitarist had quite a full sound, so I needed to cut through a bit more. So I set up for humbuckers to cut through the mix. And to be quite, and then without changing any setup on anything. So
Epiphone humbuckers, which are notoriously muddy sounding, you'd EQ'd your whole setup to deal with this muddiness. So perhaps like boosting the top end and maybe cutting out some of the lower mid frequencies, and slashing the bass as well, because you don't need all of that woofy muddiness. You then decided that would be a great idea to stick some single coils through.
Well, I just decided that, this is a guitar, this other thing is a guitar, I should be able to use both of them without doing anything.
Oh well, the inexperience of youth, eh?
Yeah.
So essentially, you sent your beefed up pickups into a fight, but then says, but you can't use your arms or legs to fight. You can only use your ears. And wonder why he got beaten up.
It's pretty much exactly how it is.
Yeah. Okay. So in the future, you will need to try a set of Tex-Mex pickups, because they are delicious, beautiful tone, amazing. But yeah. So, have you got any sets that you would recommend Fletcher pickups to Ollie Miles?
Yeah. I suppose, to be honest with you, those Tex-Mex, they come in under the £150 mark, don't they?
Yeah, I think I bought my set for 70. I think they're 90 now. But yeah.
So I suppose you could pick those, but I would personally either go really cheap and go down the iron gear route.
Yeah.
Maybe is it Roland Mills? No, hang on, they're the bookers, what are they called?
Texas Locos, you're thinking.
Texas Loco. Yeah, that's the ones I'm thinking of, that Paul Mason quite likes the look of. I think he's got a couple in his Showmaster, hasn't he?
He's either got them, or he's planning on doing so very, very shortly.
Yeah. So I'd either go that way, or I'd get some hand wound ones, either from somebody local or from somebody that you're comfortable buying with. Obviously, for you that would be Fletcher pickups. For me, I'd go down the same route, because he's done. he's done things for me in the past as well. So I'd go for either Fletcher pickups or in the exact way that Ollie wants them. Maybe go for somebody like Mojo or
there's Mojo, Oil City,
somebody like that.
Creamery pickups as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ollie's going to be down in the Midlands the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to see if I can hook up with him at some point and let him play a couple of my Strats, or Strat style guitar, should I say, and see if he likes some of my pickups, because that's what we do, sort each other out tonally.
Yeah.
I think, we have got some other questions, but I think we'll save them for the next podcast, which may be later on tonight. I haven't decided yet. 2 in a day. Who would have thought?
All right.
So this is where the end of the show comes, and I can't remember what I need to say. Let's see if I can do it. Come on, get in the zone. Right. So if you want to find us, on Facebook, you go Facebook groups and you go Fret Talk Podcast. In there you can chat to any of us. Me and Matt are quite regular. Ollie himself too is, but we've got all of our hosts and some people who are on the soon to host list. You can put in news topics, you can put in questions, you can put in topics, and we will get through to them. They will appear on this very show. So that's a good way of getting some communication with us. If you want to find me personally on Facebook, you go facebook.com/budgetpedalchap. You go instagram.com/budgetpedalchap, or YouTube. There is a link in the description because I can't remember the alphanumeric code. Like I say, there's going to be some new stuff coming up soon, some Bigsby stuff. I might even do some demos of my handmade pedals pretty soon as well, once I get those finished. And if you want to find Matt online, you are facebook.com/switchiom, is it?
That's correct.
Boom. Yeah, I've done this before. So yeah. Oh, before I forget as well, if you are listening to us and you enjoyed this, go on iTunes or whatever podcatcher you use, if they allow it. Give us a good rating, 5 stars preferably. If you want to give us anything lower than that, remember we are guitar nerds. So yeah, give us a 5-star review and rate us, because hopefully that'll bring us up the ratings and kind of spread our net a little bit further. So yeah, that's us for this week. Ooh, a little bit of Christmas chocolate coming up again.
Perfect way to end the show.
I know, yeah, it's very festive, and the snow's still going, so yeah. From me, your host, Budget Pedal Chap. From Matt, this will be a goodbye, good night, and see you again soon.
Goodbye.
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 And what did Ollie sound like? Goodbye. Bye. Ta-da.